Welcome to Starkville, Mississippi, affectionately referred to as Stark Vegas, where earplugs are highly recommended because the cowbells will be ringing. We're really looking forward to this matchup. You've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. As we'll see the number 19 team in the country, the UNLV Rebels, taking on another team from the SEC, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Mississippi State about to put it away as we start the festivities. Oh, he's going to take a chance. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. Crosses the 30. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
And how about setting the tone right there? Like, you're going to cover this guy coming across the field. Get it to him early on the first drive. Let him know this playmaker is going to be touching the ball early and often. He picks up the big game.
They'll line up from the 31 on first down. The RPO fired complete to the left. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. He's going to pass. Pocket starts to collapse. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, Dave.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. Looking to throw it again. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
The Rebels will line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Oh, my, he just shanked that one. And that punt will sail out of bounds. Let's see where the official spot it. First down for the offense. The give to Davis. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll run play action. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Finds a crease at the 20. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He's going to bring it out from deep. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Guys, the running Rebels offense ready to go back to work. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're...
Lost one deep down the right side. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Man, this has been a struggle for this offense, protecting their quarterback. It's priorities, mission number one, right? Every single game you go into last week, I think a lot of the reason they lost was because they gave up so many sacks and hits on their quarterback.
That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on first down. Pulls and throws off the RPO. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Bacon. Throws for the tight end. Fires the pass. Intercepted. Takes it the other way. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on 3rd down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready. Had a really good coverage call to get the INT.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
That's a bad sign for the offense. You're trying to throw screen passes to try to negate the pass rush from the defense. That time, the pass rush even got home on a screen pass.
Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. The UNLV offense ready to return to the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to.
And this looks disastrous. Oh, down he goes. A huge loss on that play.
That's not how you want to start a drive. On the very first play, you give up a sack and you lose a ton of yards. Quarterback, you've got to know, just throw the ball away, know when the play is over.
Let's see if they can get out of their own way on 2nd and long from the 8. to pass. It's vacant. He tries to take the top off. Oh, picked off.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Quarterback wants to throw on second down. Finds a tight end. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
The Bulldogs getting set on 1st and 10. The give to the back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
They'll ride Davis here. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
A really good play by this defense, seeing it, attacking it, going and getting it. Obviously, they're running the RPO. They weren't fooled. They played the run, came up, made a nice tackle, got the running back on the ground.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd down, going up top. Complete downfield. And the defense was right there to make the tackle, but not before they get it to the 12 and set up in the red zone. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Smashes through the tackle. They make the stop, and that's how the first quarter will end. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They'll try to power it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He's going to try his luck from the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the first down, and that's all that matters.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Use the play fake, now to throw. Trying to get to it. Going for it all. And the pass is complete. He's got it at the 20. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. They'll try the run. Defense there to stop him after a pickup of 2 down to the 15.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Quick completion to the right. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, UNLV! He'll try to tack on one more. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. He'll bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so addictive.
He's got it down the right side. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. Touchdown, Bulldogs. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Georgia Tech has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe inside Bobby Dodd Stadium. They're up by 7 over Clemson. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Guys, the running Rebels offense ready to go back to work. They'll leave it with him. Twist his way through. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Beasley. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. The give to the left side. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And he hauls it in inside the 30. He was off to the races and maybe another step or two and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line. And the Rebels are moving quickly down the field. The back goes in motion. Comes out throwing on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Thomas. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
The Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Pressure coming. And the quarterback is snowed under.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Here's a quick throw out to the left. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
They love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. And the Rebels looking to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, UNLV. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So a drive there of 85 yards. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points.
Going to take a shot. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Got room on the return. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
RD, what a play by the safety, and in the free safety specifically. When you're playing cover 2 and you're sitting back in half the field responsibility, you got to see the formation and you got to understand the quarterback. You're watching the quarterback's eyes and reading him. He takes him right to the football. Free safety jumps the route, makes the INT.
Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to throw, it's Bacon. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. defense in a bunch formation. Looking to move it through the air. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And now on second down for this offense. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And he throws another interception, his third of the night. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Rain, sleet, snow, sun shining. I don't care. I get interceptions. Give me that rock.
He's looking to throw it. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Man, that's a big missed opportunity for the running back. I'm trying to find ways to feature this guy and get him the football in space and not just hand it to him all the time. And tell you what, I'm a lot less likely to find those plays if he can't reel in those catches.
Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
And on that incompletion, I think the quarterback was being just a bit too careful, trying to throw that ball too far outside, obviously aware that the defenders are coming from the inside. You don't want to put it behind the intended target and risk the pick six, but he needs to be more accurate.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's third and long from the 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The UNLV offense ready to return to the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on first and 10. Hit as he throws. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And this is why this team is losing this game. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times, almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
The incomplete pass leaves him with second down. Looking downfield, it's vacant. They're bringing heat. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect the quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect the quarterback a little bit better.
One more snap coming before halftime. Quarterback will audible. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Stands in and takes the hit. And that pass picked off. Got some room to run. He gets the pick, but not the pick six, as they're able to run him out of bounds and limit the damage to wrap up the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Rebels will kick it off to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Offense set on first down. Wide out in motion. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
I think going into halftime trailing, this defense knew that they were going to have to start making plays here in the second half. And early in the third quarter here on this drive, they get a sack. That is really good news for this defense.
Off the boot, looking for his man. He uncorks one deep. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line.
Nice play by the DB. Most people say offenses have the advantage, right? They know where they're going. They have the footing underneath them. Defensive guys, you still got to guess. You might be a little bit more cautious. No, sir, this defensive back does a great job breaking on the football, throwing up and making the INT.
And that defender was just smothering the quarterback on that screen attempt. You know, the QB's taught to hold on to it to the last possible second. He had no shot trying to negotiate that defender.
2nd and 10 after the previous play. Looking downfield, it's Bacon. Trying to make magic with his feet. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. He wants to throw. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Thomas. And a quick completion, an even quicker loss. The defense was right there to knock him down.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. You just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Good timing on the quick out. Touchdown, Rebels! Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land. Lining up to add another. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 3rd. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. He'll bring it back looking for help. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
He wants to throw here on second down. Working that left side now. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Trying to escape and get it himself.
Defense is all about creating negative plays. And he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off. He takes off. He gets a positive gain.
They'll give it to the back. Wrestled down at the 43 after getting 5.
Well, there we go. We finally see some life in this offense running the football. Nice game to pick up the first down. Got to get more of that going moving forward because they have not run it well.
Going up top on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. On the move at the 30. Running toward the tape. Touchdown, Mississippi State. They take the lead with the 6.
And back in the day, you used to line up and your tight end was a blocker and you threw it to him short. Now, these guys are being so dynamic in space and so athletic. Now they can make big, huge plays for your offense and put points on the board in a hurry.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Georgia Tech will need to mount a comeback, but those fans that were there when Calvin Johnson was a two-time All-American know this game is not over. They're trailing by just 4 to Clemson. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Holly.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
This offense has a second down play. Looking to throw, it's Bacon. Quickly complete. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain.
And man, this quarterback has had a day. With that pass, he goes over 300 yards on the day. Really nice job executing, putting up some yards today. Pretty good day for the young man.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. He's going to pass. Looking deep down the right side. And it's caught inside the 25. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus.
I love when you back the defense off. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
Pulls it and fires to the left. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
They ran it on first down, now on second. They want to just keep throwing it. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Man, I've been there. This is one of those games you just want to forget right away and turn the page. 4 picks now thrown by this guy, and you're just not able to make your reads. Things aren't clicking. You're not seeing the field, and the ball's not coming out right. Next week cannot come soon enough for him, I can tell you that.
Didn't find much room. He'll pick up a couple out to the 5.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Makes the catch. It's Harrell. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
He's got his man. Hits him with a stiff arm. Oh, and after the big gain, the ball's loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
You know, oftentimes when you're playing in conditions like this and it's raining, you'll see a lot of the skill players offensively take off the gloves because they want to be able to feel the football. They think it gives them better control of it. And I don't know if that played into the football going on the ground there, but you know that ball security is going to be one of the biggest factors in this game moving forward.
Negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On 2nd down, he'll fire. Snagged in the middle. It's Harrell. Ball is loose. Oh, looks like the offense was able to recover it.
Yeah, the receivers got to do a better job of ball security.
And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll try to power their way ahead. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. Guys, the running Rebels offense ready to go back to work. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Bacon. It's complete to the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Screen pass just not working there. You figure at this point in the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
That's how you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players, certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
Here comes the Mississippi State offense ready to attack. They're setting up the screen. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Second and goal for the offense. Quarterback keeper. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him.
He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again. With that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score of the season.
So much for the touchback. Here he comes. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The UNLV offense ready to return to the field. Mistakes are going to happen as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy.
He lobs one high down the left side. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
The offense has got to find something here in the 4th quarter. You can tell, pressing a little bit. They need that big play. They want that big play to try to make this game a better ball game. Took the shot. Unsuccessful, but I wouldn't be surprised if they take some more of those.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Throws to the tight end. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. To the air, it's Bacon. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet. It's getting pretty close.
Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. To the air on 1st down. Buys a little time. On the move, he fires. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team.
All right, sense of urgency now has to go through the roof for this team. They needed their defense to come up with that turnover right there. So if you're on offense, you got to get these plays called. You got to get aggressive, take some shots, because you can now go and win this game.
They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. Trying to beat the D deep. Nearly another interception. It'll be 2nd down.
This quarterback is so lucky that ball wasn't picked off. Of course, he threw a pick on the last drive, and this one the defender dropped. This quarterback's got to get his act together.
He's got it on the right. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
And And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Out of the shotgun on third down. Quickly complete. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And even though they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last third down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
They'll throw it on first down. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
This is an offense that has skill. They've got speed, and because of that, this defense, they can't lull themselves to sleep. They've got a big lead here late, but they've now given up back-to-back big plays. They got to put the clamps down.
He'll just keep slinging it. Looking down the middle. Fires into traffic, picked off. He couldn't quite get loose on that return. He'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35.
It's such a hard time. You know the clock's ticking. You know you're down. You got to force the ball down the field. But guess what? So does the defense. They knew the vertical routes were coming. They broke on the football, and that does not look good for this ball.
What a good run there. He has enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. Couldn't get anything done on first down. Now 2nd and 10 from the 46. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And I think this is where coaches really earn their money late in games, right? It's in the fourth quarter. You got the lead. Do you want to stay conservative and run the football? Because I see the defenses, they start to get aggressive. And so sometimes you can take the other hand and take advantage of it.
In the gun, looking to throw on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. We reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. They'll look to pin him deep. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity giving the football away too much. You got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind.
Fires and picked off. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
He'll pull it down. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
I'll tell you what, fourth quarter, you're trying to get to the quarterback, trying to get the ball back to your offense. But nice pursuit. Nice job making the QB scramble outside of the pocket, chasing him down. And even better, you got a gift. He runs out of bounds, and now the clock stops. Now you're saving time.
Got enough space. Touchdown, Mississippi State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They can now exhale just a little bit with that lead, and they are close to a victory here in the 8th week of the season. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. Going for the return. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Guys, the running Rebels offense ready to go back to work. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. Going for the screen. Oh, and he intercepts it. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business. Now on 1st and goal, let's see what Mississippi State does. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense. And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
They'll run it on 3rd and goal. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Fighting for the end zone, and he dropped it. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it. The 50. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business. The UNLV offense ready to return to the field. The deficit is large, hope is fainting, but they'll try to finish strong.
Made a lot of mistakes in this game.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The offense will use a timeout clock as stopped with 22 seconds left. To the air, it's Bacon. They're trying to get to it. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Timeout is called by the offense, 16 seconds left in the game. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death
fires one high and deep. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And that pass is intercepted. Trying to take it back. Oh, he's so hard to get on the ground. He's got room. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting